I'm Cynthia Terry, President of SHABACH Ministries, Inc. Thank you for joining us today for our SMI Career Connections webinar series. This is our fifth in a series of year-long webinars related to employment, entrepreneurship opportunities, and other resources. Our focus today is positioning yourself to get that job. Interview do's and don'ts. Our panelists today are Katina Curry, Human Resources Manager at FBCGI, and Kim Baker, a SHABACH volunteer. They're going to engage in a mock job interview, highlighting interview techniques you can use to successfully navigate your next job interview. Join me in welcoming Katina and Kim.
Greetings, my name again is Katina Curry, and it is my honor and privilege to be here as we prepare to go into this interview time. I want to share a few things as an HR professional that I have seen over the years that hopefully will help you along the lines of what to do and what not to do. So today we have a candidate that's coming. And so as you're preparing for your interview, I want to share, before you even get into the room, I want to share a few things. Number one is to arrive early. That's a do. And you want to arrive about 30 minutes prior to. And if you're not familiar with where you're going or the site, I recommend that you do arrive a little earlier so you can check out the lay of the land. That's a do. The don't is, please don't be late. That is an interview job killer. Amen. Secondly, I don't recommend that you go in at that time upon your arrival. I do recommend that you go in about 15, maybe 20 minutes prior to your interview time, because otherwise you kind of give off that you're a little pressed and a little anxious. So you want to go in and give yourself a little bit of time in right before your interview. So do that. I want also to share with you that as you're getting out your car, you're walking into the building, I want you to understand that it's lights, camera, action. The interview actually begins right there. Just like at FBCG, if you're coming to an interview at our ministry center, our receptionist desk can see you coming 100 feet away. And your interview starts right there. It doesn't start in the room. So do know that your interview starts. And so as you're walking in, even if they're outside, greet everyone. That's a do. Do not walk past anyone without greeting or smiling. And when you go into the lobby, be comfortable, but be attentive and pay attention to who is in that space while you're waiting. As people are walking by, do greet everyone. If you have, if it's an intimate space, do talk to the receptionist or the person that's there. I promise you, they're not the person that's in the interview room are not the only people that are interviewing you. I can't tell you how many times that I've gotten phone calls or eyebrows or I like this candidate, those kinds of things. And that's before the candidate even got into the room. So a couple little do's and don'ts before you get into the room, but we are ready to receive our candidate. So let's meet our candidate.
Hi, I'm Kim Baker.
Hi, Kim. I'm Katina. Thank you so much for coming today.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for the opportunity.
You are welcome, and we're glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why don't you have a seat?
Thank you so much.
So, Kim, we thank you so much for applying for the position here in the marketing department. Would you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, first, I'm dedicated and I'm hardworking. I take great pride in both the work that I produce, the integrity of the company, the goals of the company, and the revenue of the company I work for. So I'm very focused, I'm trustworthy, I'm reliable and diligent in the workplace. That makes me a great team player. And I feel that my skill set here is well suited for the job that I'm applying for at your company, and that I'll be a great asset to your company and a positive impact here as well. So I am great at increasing company revenue. I also am great at sales, increasing sales for the company. And I do that through the marketing research that I do and the brand knowledge for my clients, and knowing that their products and services are being offered well to their client base that we're going to serve for them. Lastly, I'm not afraid to take on any challenges.
Fantastic. Now, that was a good answer. So, Kim, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a native Washingtonian. I graduated from Emerson College Preparatory School. That was my high school. And then I graduated from American University, majoring in psychology, minoring in biology. I also enjoy working Monday through Fridays, 9 to 5. So my weekends are free, and I can spend time with my family and my loved ones. And also, I like to travel. I like fishing, and I like going to the beach. I'm a beach bum, and let's see, I love everything Redskins football, and I love attending company outings.
Okay, very interesting. So don't do that. Okay. All right, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about yourself, Kim.
Yes.
Would you share a few of your strengths and a few weaknesses?
Okay, well, we can start, of course, with my strengths. I'm a team player, and I work well with my fellow employees, the company departments, as well as the employers, my employers. I'm dedicated. I'm a great leader, a great communicator, and also a great problem solver. I'm not afraid of going that extra mile or putting in extra hours to make sure that my projects get done and my assignments are done on time and in excellence. I do have great management skills, so I'm attentive to detail. I'm willing to take on challenging projects and to secure that the outcomes are both beneficial for my employer and also the clients that we're serving. I'm willing to train as well my fellow employees just to improve their work and their work performance. My weaknesses, well, sometimes I'm very hesitant in asking for help or delegating tasks. I don't want to be a bother to my fellow employees because they too have their own projects and clients that they have to serve.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
That was a good answer. So share with me your strengths and your weaknesses.
Well, I show up to work on time. I try my best to finish my task in a timely manner. I I don't feel that I have any other weaknesses. I'm usually successful at most of the things that I do, and I can't think of any areas that I'm really lacking or not equipped to handle.
Okay, thank you for that answer. That's not a good answer. So Kim, our next question, it surrounds your accomplishments.
Okay.
What would you consider to be your greatest accomplishment?
Well, one comes to mind, and this is from the workforce as well. We had a situation where the company's largest, my former employer's largest client, that was a $22 million portfolio that he held, he was ready to jump ship. And I had the call escalated to my office from his servicing rep. And I was able to, through developing a good strategy for him, I was able to retain his business. and also improve its portfolio in the long run. And then I increased their sales as well. And, and this was through brand awareness. So I increased this brand awareness as well. And I also increased my former employees' revenue by 3% in doing this.
Thank you for that answer. That was a great answer. So would you share with me what you would consider to be your greatest accomplishment?
Well, one comes to mind. I was given an award from my church for being the Ministry Member of the Year.
Oh,
about
fantastic.
10 years ago.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But that's not a good answer. So Kim, our final question.
Okay.
Why should we hire you?
Well, Katina, I am hardworking, I'm driven, and I'm very focused. My main goal is to be an active employee at the company, increase the company's success, increase the company's revenue, also, and their client base. In my 7 years of experience that I'm bringing to this role, I have a mindset that I feel is well suited for this position. If hired, I'll give this company 100+% while performing all the tasks with proficiency and excellence, keeping the company's goals as my main concern and my main focus.
Thank you for that answer. That was a great answer. And lastly, Kim, my final question is, why should we hire you?
Well, I'm available to start immediately, and the salary that you're offering suits my financial and personal needs. And I can promise that I'll be on time for work every day. And though I prefer to work alone, I will be a team player when it's required.
Thank you for that answer, Kim. That was not a good answer. When you come to an interview, this is how you're supposed to dress. So when you come to an interview, this is what not to wear to an interview. Hi, Kim.
Hi.
I'm Katina. Nice to meet
Katina.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for joining us today in this insightful webinar on interview techniques. We hope the strategies and tips shared will help you feel more confident and prepared as you navigate your next interviews. Whether you're stepping into your first one or looking to sharpen your approach. Thank you, Katina and Kim, for your valuable contribution. Job interviews are as much about showcasing your skills as they are about being authentic and making a genuine connection. Wishing you all the best in your career journey that includes much success in your next interview. We will not have a webinar in August. Join us September 27th for the next webinar in our SMI Career Connections series.